Hello, people. My name is Kale Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama Media, Texas, you drew, very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send, it's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. 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 Green select glucometer. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Put sugar level for check it. 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 Select glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Let me just put myself together because I know we have a long evening to go, and the fact that people are making millions of Ghana cedis in betting. Jamo, this is one of my topics for today.
Yeah, I think he will be the second after Shatawale. Shatawale also won huge amount not too long
I
ago.
remember someone.
Yeah.
No, but Richie, share the photos. Share the photos. I don't know if there are other content that you want us to see as well. Share them. So this is the story of Fusaini.
6 million Ghana cedi.
Who, according to reports out there, has won 6 million Ghana cedis, not from betting, soccer betting. No. I hear this one from Aviator.
Pilot.
Plane and 20.
I hear this one is from Aviator. 6 million Ghana cedis. And according to information, he did the stake with just 40 Ghana cedis. Just 40 Ghana cedis.
Oh, how is it?
And he has won
You don't understand.
6 million Ghana cedis.
I will explain to you. Don't worry.
After this story came out, I have seen so many posts and reports. Some people thinking, this can't be true. This is not true. This is just a ploy to hype the betting app. It is not true. Some PR antics. That is one side of the story. The second side of the story is about the name Fusaini. Fusaini. And if you check the photos very well, there is the mom of Fusaini in a hijab. Or how do they call it?
Yeah, hijab.
In a hijab. Coming to assist the son to collect. And people are writing on social media that, hey, since when Muslims betting and showing up on screens, cameras, videos to receive your money? One page which is an Islamic page called Ikra or so on Facebook. They say this is haram. Now someone's also saying that which haram is serious than poverty. That's what the person said. Mostly haram. Which haram is serious than poverty? Like poverty is the most serious haram ever. So if someone is going to make money, what is haram about this? Well, I'm going to ask my people first of all whether they also believe this is real, or once again, like the suspicion says, it is a publicity gimmick. And the religious bit, we also bring it in. But even before I do that, let me officially introduce the show to you. In case this is your very first time here, this show is called Showbiz Daily. Showbiz Daily is live on Sammy Flex TV, where gentlemen in the art industry here in Ghana, we sit to discuss our issues, looking at the good, the bad, and what can develop us as an industry. And again, we are doing this with our subscribers all over the world. As they watch, they also get the opportunity to share their opinion and to share some information with us. Some of them even send some of these pieces of information to our WhatsApp directly, so they know, we know that really they followed the conversation. In the studio, Roland Amate is in the middle. He is the digital communicator for Ghc, and again he's an event publicist as well. And then at the extreme end is Camidoh Solomon. He is the online manager here at Flex Entertainment Limited, and also for your digital solutions, his Intidosu Solutions company will take care of you, streaming, monetization, and more. Or let me say, and troubleshooting. Yeah, and troubleshooting. Meanwhile, Digital Rasta is called Currency, who is on camera, and Richie Flex is the editor director of the show. Tap Tap Send is holding us down, making sure that those who live abroad can send money back home with no stress. What are you waiting for? Get Tap Tap Send on your phone today. And remember to always use the promo code SammyFlex. Surely it will help you to also make some extra money. And this extra money will still be used to support people around and far. Let's go into the story to start the show. 6 million Ghana cedis from Aviator. I don't know how the Aviator works. I know Roland knows because he is an expert pilot.
By Tujano da.
He is an expert pilot. On several occasions, I've seen him flying. Bro, how does the Aviator work? Let's speed up small so we can close.
Okay, so greetings to our church. Aviator is one of those virtual games where if you are very conversant with games like spin and win, the one that you spin and which number that is it falls on can multiply by your stake. They usually multiply it with by your stake, then you get whatever comes out of it.
Okay.
So let's say sometimes if you stake by 50 Ghana and it falls on, let's say, 200 or it falls on 100, then you multiply 50 Ghana by that number, and that will be the outcome that you are getting or the profit that you are getting. With Aviator, it works in similar fashion. So what it means is that it has two sides. So you can bet on both columns, and the time begins to read. It reads in multiplication.
Okay.
So when the plane sets off or the plane takes off, then the time begins to read by multiplication.
Okay.
So you see 2 times 1, then it reads in seconds upwards. So just that. So any stake or any amount that you stake will be multiplied by the time that is reading or the number that is reading on the clock.
Okay.
So if by any chance you wish to cash out before the plane goes away, then whatever you are able to cash out as at that time is yours.
So the time the number is multiplying, the plane is still there.
The plane is still there. You will still be seeing the plane flying.
Who makes the plane go?
It is virtual. It is designed like that. So it has different times that it operates. So there are times that it flies to the extent that the numbers begin to go high, as in the ones that your stakes begin to go high. So sometimes you can stake about, let's say, 5 cedis, and the time can roll out till about 10. That means whatever you stake times that 10. But if you are not able to cash out and the plane goes, then that money is gone. Sikanash. Plane out. So if Sadiani can maybe times 1, times 2, times 3, times 4, then you'll be watching. As at that time, whichever amount we staking will be multiplied by what you are seeing. So sometimes it can,
that amount that engine so
yes,
because I have X1, X2,
X3. So a sign a multiply. So sometimes it me really could do thousands.
Not planning to it.
Not planning encoy. It me really could see thousands. So if by that time maybe we're taking, let's say 500 cedis, it is that amount times what you are seeing. And as a time now we cash out before the plane goes away.
So what is the highest that you have seen?
The highest that I've seen. I've seen thousands.
Like one gata o betting.
Yes, I've seen the thing roll to 1,000.
And now was sticky.
No, but you see, it is your confidence, because it is a game of chance. You would have to read the system before you stake, because sometimes we read it may low numbers. So if you're able to study the charts very well, then you know that okay, as at this time, there is the probability it may be hitting on the higher numbers. So during that time, you can maybe stake and just be cautious.
So you start it, you put the money in, the plane starts,
exactly.
the AG starts, the thing is
multiply.
So all that you have to do is to be smart
and cash out
before it flies.
Exactly.
So the moment it flies, you've lost it.
You've lost it. If it flies before you cash out, you've lost your money. But if you are able to cash out before the plane goes, sometimes you can even cash out. Sometimes you can even cash out and still the plane will be going. That is when you realize that probably I should have maybe held on a little while for me to cash out more, because sometimes it can read up to, let's say, 10, but maybe when it got to 5, you don't want to be greedy and decide to cash out as at that time. So whatever you cash out as at that particular point is yours.
Okay, so let's go to Fuseni.
According
to the story, he started staking with 40 Ghana cedis. How was he able to win 6 million?
Okay, so this is how it works. So with the 40 cedis,
1 million,
2 million,
2 million,
3 million,
3 million,
4 million, 5 million. So this is what it means. You see, you can start with even 5 Ghana cedis. If you are, like I said, if you are able to read the chart, sometimes you can predict as to which lane or which time it is going to hit higher numbers. The numbers are not so easily predictable like that, but you can read the chart and determine, because there are points that it hits only low numbers, let's say below 5. So if as at that time it is able to hit about 3 or 4 lanes, then you know that the 4th lane or the 5th lane, there are higher chances of high numbers coming up as at that time. It is just like lottery. So you do that. So with his 40 cedis, he can decide to stake, let's say, 20 here, 20 there. And when it hits about, let's say, times 5, he will cash out. That will give him 100 cedis here, 100 cedis there, making it 200. And that 200, he can go that same fashion. Let's go again, 100, 100 here. If that 100 is able to hit 5 from left and right, and he cashes out as at from that particular point, he has 500 here, 500 here, making 1,000. And if he wants to go by that same fashion, he can do 200, 500, 200, 500, 1,000. Yes, no, and you say,
and he's the one winning, he will not lose.
No, you see, there are some that you would miss. So the reason why they give you 2 columns is that you can decide, okay, let me put 5 CD here, 5 CD there. When they will be reading at the same time. So when it gets to times 2 is more or less the capital that you invested, which is the 10 CD. So I can decide to cash out from here and save my money. Then allow this one to still go. So if this one hits a number that I am pleased with, I will cash out and that will be my profit. I don't know if you get...
Yes, but in his scenario, how can he win such an amount?
So
because it will take you more, based on what you are saying, it will take you more than a day to get that
it
amount.
won't, it cannot, because I have used just 2 CDs to win 200 CDs within 5 minutes before Richie and Currency are my witnesses.
How many times you
use how much to
2
win how much?
CDs.
To win how much?
200 or 500 here.
Hey.
Richie.
How many times did you do it?
It was just within a space of 5 minutes.
How many times?
How many
did you
times?
do it?
Oh, it was just about 3 times, because
Okay.
the moment I cash out, I don't divide the money. I use that same. I pump the whole thing in there and I just cash out. It wasn't going that far.
Okay, so let's use your logic here. To within 5 minutes you got about 200
Yes.
CDs. Okay, let's say another 5 minutes you get another 200 CDs. Let's multiply it by that and see how long it will take to
So
win
that's
6 million.
another 5 minutes that you are also calculating. The second 5 minutes that you are calculating that I'm going to get another 200. The interesting thing is that I will not bet the same amount that gave me the 200. You understand? I may not bet the same amount that gave me the 200.
Yes.
You understand? Recently,
Yes, but here's the point.
There's a story to this boy's win according to what Currency has also gathered. I hear the guy when he was doing the stake in the middle, the phone froze. His phone. This is the story. The phone froze, and I'm sure whilst waiting, according to him,
yes,
he fell asleep.
Okay.
As I'm not saying, and as a plane
Wait,
with wage.
Jamo, wait. He fell
wait.
asleep. When he woke up, the plane has still not gone.
And it was still reading. Recently, Nana Reagan won 1,000 CDs here. He was holding the phone and something came up and he thought he had lost, so he left the phone there like this. So whilst conversing, he came back to, and oh, let me check my phone and see if I have a message. And he saw the thing was still reading, and it was around 1,000 CDs. Yes, and he cashed out 1,000 CDs. That day he was calling all the people he owed. Charlie Medoka said, "Let me send it to you." Yes, he was in the same office. He was just doing it too, and he just left the phone. It was, I think, 5 CDs or so. He just left the phone. Oh, 5 CDs. And he was just chatting. So later he took his phone and realized, hey, I didn't go so call, and he just quickly cashed out. And it was around 1,000 CDs. In 2 years, usi kanshi. So you see Reagan.
Now they're measuring 2 times. Oh, yeah, they be out here.
Reading. Oh, I remember that sometime when we were coming from Cape Coast, Currency gave me 5 CDs. I cashed out, was it around 500 or 700? Yes. When we were coming back from Cape Coast, Currency was the one who gave me that.
How many times? That's really important. You can't just
the number of times.
Okay, it's okay. Time. Let's listen to Chambo too. At least now we've understood from. So, according to Roland Amade, to him, he thinks that it's possible that someone can win 6 million.
When you do the conversion, it's about $500,000. So, 400 CDs multiplied by how 40 Ghana CD multiplied by how much to make 6 million. I really doubt it if he did it once. Even if the thing went, it means it should go not less than like multiply by about 500 or so. Like you have to multiply by a huge figure to get the 6 million that they are talking about. And I doubt that even the operators of the app will just be looking at it for it to be like to do that thing.
Like that.
Yes, $500,000 and they were watching. No, there's something wrong somewhere. So I think they should come again about $500,000 with 400 CDs.
40
with 40 CDs. Come on, it's some way. It's some way. I think. Well, I think I can get it here.
All right. So Shadrach Amonu Crab has shared some information. It says this is Fuseni. He staked 40 CDs Aviator and he won 6 million, 60 billion old currency. Initially, he wanted to cash out, but his phone fell down and got frozen, so he couldn't cash out. He tried so many times, but he couldn't cash out. He gave up and slept off. When he woke up, 6 million Ghana cedis is in his account. How? He couldn't believe he won. So he withdrew 100 Ghana cedis, no, 100K. So he withdrew 100K to test waters, and then he realized that indeed he has won the 6 million Ghana cedis. The issue here is some people are saying Fusedi is a Muslim and staking bet is forbidden. Haram in his religion. Islam is against bet, so he should reject the 60 billion for belief's sake. What would you do if you are Fusedi? Questions to ask. Okay, so with Aviator, with Aviator,
yeah.
When you win, you don't go to anywhere to receive your money.
No, you can. It is connected to your mobile money, so you can withdraw into your mobile money account. Unless it is probably a huge amount of money that maybe the system wouldn't want to give you the money, and because of publicity, they would want you to come so that at least it will also serve as advertisement to the company like this.
Now, or say, according to this narration, if we are to take it very religiously, it says that also nyani no who say warini. One cash out.
One could near BBA so an answer.
Since this is a report from somebody, if you are an ardent follower of this particular thing, you realize it is not as he is narrating it. Definitely, anybody that wakes up to see such an amount would definitely cash out, would definitely press the button. That's how it works. So I can say, okay, I may this say, but I will not tell you probably the time that I press the button to cash out. You get it? So yes, with Shadrach's narration, he can say when he woke up, he realized he had won this amount of money, but he couldn't believe it. Yes, it is a system. So
and the Aviator is for which company?
So now almost like most of the betting companies have it.
Oh, okay.
Most of the betting company, Betway has it. I think it started with Betway. Then now I don't know of Sporty Bet, but Bet Power is also advertising Aviator. So now I think they also have it among other sporting betting companies. So
and for you to
wrap up,
for you to use 40 CDs to win.
They won't keep saying 40,000 because the money is
come on. For you to use 40 CDs to win, it's supposed to be multiplied by 150,000. So the thing will go 150,000 for you to win that amount. That's why I was asking how much you have seen. Then you said about 1,000, not even 2,000. You have not seen 2,000.
No, I have not seen 2,000. I've seen 1,000.
Okay. So for me, on average, I think if people have seen something close to this, it will be, let's say, 5,000, or even more, much like to the extreme 10,000. So this one will obviously be an anomaly. You will not normally see it. So let's say that he was so lucky to get 150,000 at the point that he decided to cash out. And for me, one, this is not a normal thing. In fact, all those who are who have done this, who are into it, I can bet that none of them have seen even more than 10,000 multiplied by 10,000 while they are playing before. I can bet on.
It depends on their stake, because I know some people who bet 2,000, 5,000, and those people it is just ×2 for them to see 10,000.
No, you are not getting what I'm saying. I'm talking about the multiplication in there. When you stake, the thing you said it will be multiplying, and I'm saying that I doubt if that person will see multiplying by 10,000. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I doubt if that thing will happen. So if let's give the guy the benefit of the doubt. I think he won, but under normal circumstances, you will not see this. So you cannot be motivated by this, hoping that you will win. It won't happen, because man will be above 1,000. And so what makes you think that you will see 150,000?
This has come to motivate us not to give up.
It's not a good it's not a good thing to motivate you. So even if you give the guy the benefit of the doubt, winning $500,000, about $500,000, it's not an easy thing. And so for those who be motivated by this, I think they should use their money for something proper. This will not help them in any way. The religious bit, I really don't want to go there because how do I put it? The leaders of religious groups, they interpret whatever is happening for me in their own personal experience. So anybody who will interpret this as bad or whatever, if they were the one doing it, they will have different meaning to it. I remember in our area, we were calling one guy, he is a pastor, but we saw that he's doing lot of giddy like serious one, so we called him Pastor Too Short. Because he's a pastor but taking lot. And he has Debbie or no or cha or shebukumu weke ehu enya Too Short ekuta.
Master nyame adwuma banso.
And so or nyame adwuma. So and I can bet you this guy can interpret the Bible or find a quotation in the Bible to suit what he is doing. And it will not be different with the Quran or any other book. When you want to condemn it, you get a verse to condemn it. When you want to defend it, you get a verse to defend it. So for me, it's not a big deal. It's a personal thing. I mean, for those who go to church or involve themselves in spiritual activities, I think it's a matter of choice and how you want to interpret the way God will be pleased for your actions. So I mean, if he has won, I think he will serve his community and his family far better than just being a religious person and not getting anything. So I mean, it's nothing new for me. Okay. Just that don't be motivated that you also win this amount. It won't happen.
Well, interestingly, that is what many are also saying out there, that they are putting this information out so it will encourage and to attract more people to also go into the Aviator kind of betting. Well, let's see if that one also sells right. It is like that, and let's see how it goes. Meanwhile, we move on to Camidoh. Camidoh is talking. I think this statement has been made by one of our people here on Sammy Flex TV before, that when the artist is winning, it is out of dent of his hard work.
And their fans.
And their fans. But then when the artist is losing, then at every point in time, his management members and his managers, they are to be blamed. I'm sure that has been the conversation over the past years. Just this afternoon, looks like we are going to have a different view. It looks like someone thinks differently. It is not like you see it. I'm sure like we have all been following. Sometimes you might think, okay, these are the real deal, but you go into it and it is not like that. So I want us to read this story from Camidoh, and I'll come back, ask my people why to an artist they can speak like this. Now, the headline says, Richie, bring it down a little bit. Let me see the headline well. Bring it down a little bit. It says, I don't blame the media for poor promotion of my song. I'll rather blame my team. That is what Camidoh is saying, that I don't blame the media for poor promotion of my song. I would rather blame my team. It says, popular Ghanaian Afrobeat and musician Camidoh has stated that he would never blame the media for the low promotion of his project in the media space. Speaking on Daybreak Hit with and Dusty, Camidoh was asked about some of his recent projects, including Brown Skin and Kaba, which many acclaimed were poorly promoted by his management. He acknowledged the situation and promised to do better to promote his songs. He stated that he has been discussing the issue with his team and will put more effort into promoting this music. He stated, I've been going back and forth with my team. It is not too late. I'll still put energy. Asked if the media support his effort, Camidoh stated emphatically that he does not blame the media for the poor promotion of his songs, adding that he would rather blame his team for its performance. And there's a quotation. I can't blame the media. I always put the anger on the team. My team, I can say to them, if you make a product and don't let people know about the product, will you say that people are sleeping on you? Give it to them. If they don't take it, then you can say that people are sleeping on you. And so he continues. So for me, I always blame my team when there is a problem. I don't like to put in the media. I feel like if the PR manager of whoever is supposed to communicate with the media, that's their job well, end of story. But if they don't support you, that's when you blame the media. But I feel like the media has always supported me, and this is what man like Camidoh is saying. Jamu, you want to take this first, huh?
Yeah, sure. You see, when it comes to this kind of conversation or conversations, we always leave one important element out. That is whether the people like the product or not. Because when you were reading, I was thinking about what if the audience didn't like the product? Because what will constitute poor promotion of a product? Poor promotion of your song or whatever. Like what will constitute that? The person asking that, what are the evidence or the indicators for the person to say that you didn't do good promotion or your team didn't do good promotion? We are always missing on that thing. When they say you are not doing good promotion, it means your song is not hitting or you are not getting the buzz that they think that you are supposed to get. If you are not getting it, then you didn't do the promotion well. But me, I have a different opinion. People may not like your product, or they may not like the product at that particular point in time, because history will tell us that some songs take more than a year for it to hit. Even some 2 years. So what makes you think that since you have done promotion, it should be a hit? I think it's a wrong question for even the promoter, for the presenters to even ask that, oh, you didn't do your promotion well. Me if you are an artist and they ask that question, ask them, what are your indicators? What are you basing your facts on, or whatever the question that you are having? What are you basing it on to say that I didn't do good promotion or I'm not doing good promotion? I think it's most of the time it's wrong. I know that yes, some people may not do good promotion, but I feel that they are always taking out the fact that people may not like the product. As simple as that. Like they make it look like no matter what, people will like it if you promote it. But that's not the case.
If they don't need it.
If they don't need it, they don't need it. You can pay as much as you want. You will not go anywhere. That's why I have argued here before that we have people who have money, but you don't know them as musicians. They can do all the promotion that you can think of, but it won't go anywhere. It's as simple as that. And because they will come out, you didn't do promotion, you didn't do this, you didn't do this. But Patapa, if I remember, didn't do any promotion on one corner. No, it's a success story that we have to share. He didn't do any promotion, but his song was all over the place, all over the world. If I have to even explain. Yes, and what kind of promotion did he do? So you cannot just say that because your song is not out there and people are not jamming to it, your promotion is your techniques or the means that you are using to promote your song is not good enough, or you are not doing it right. I think we should stop asking that question, and even if we will ask, we have to ask the person how they went about their promotion before you can then put in that question. So how was the promotion like? How did you do it? Let them tell you, and then based on that you can say, okay, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, you didn't do this, so I think you did bad promotion or publicity, so go and do this. But without knowing anything or what they have done, for you to just push it to them that you are not doing your promotion well, that's why your song is not hitting. I think it's a wrong question, or you are starting it on a wrong premise, because no matter your promotion, if people don't like your product, they don't like it, and you can't force it on them. Me, I will argue with those who say that continue playing, they will pick it. No, human beings are not stupid like that. You can do it to some extent, but sometimes they will push a song to you and you will be annoyed. Say, anyway, so they be annoyed. Yes. So the bottom line is that your song is supposed to be what people want before your promotion will be effective. If your song is not what people want, forget about you saying that Oba be your mother. No, Oba na your mother. It means your song is good and it took time for the people to accept it. If they are not accepting it, regardless of your promotion, they don't want it.
You have to leave them.
It's as simple as that. You have to leave them and go for another one. And even big companies like Google understand this. There are a lot of Google failed products. They will come out with a product. People will not mind them. They will scratch it off, come out with another one. We have so many examples. I can even give Google Plus. Google Plus was coming to compete Facebook and other ones. In fact, they were even forcing people to register. Like when you have Google account, they will automatically create Google Plus for you. Still, I hate it. Yeah, register also, but still people didn't like it. So you think Google didn't do good promotion? People just don't like it. It's as simple as that. So we should give the artists and the management some, like we should, leave them to do their job. Yes,
this one everybody left there. It was Camidoh who really spoke about it.
Yes, because he can't go the opposite, because everybody will say the media are not helping and so and now he doesn't want to go that direction, so he will just take the blame for himself. But I think if anything at all, he should also consider the product or the song if really people like it. I don't want to say maybe the song wasn't good, because that's a wrong word to use. People may not like it at that particular point in time. You can put that song down for about 3 years, bring it out again, and people will like it based on the season and whatever is happening. So I disagree with him to blame the team, because it's the same team that made the other song Sugarcane. So what is different? Do you think that the team will use different approach if Sugarcane, what they did for Sugarcane to hit, now they will say that no, we won't do that again, we will use different approach? No, I think they will do the same thing. So if it is not hitting as Sugarcane did, then you have to also consider the product, whether it's what the people want
or not.
Yes, exactly. So I disagree with Camidoh to go that direction. And again, yes, sometimes the media too may not really be pushing the way you want it to happen. But if you have a good product, forget about the media. The Shatawale will tell you. It will go. So focus on coming out with product that people will like before you even consider promotion. If you have a good product, just a little promotion will put you out there. Yeah.
Okay. Ro.
First, I don't agree with Camidoh. In fact, the direction that he's pushing the blame. When I saw the statement, I was like, "Ish." That was a very bold statement to make coming from an artist who is still under this same team. In fact, it is very unfortunate if you ask me, because yes, you think the team is not wise enough to push for something to be successful, and he's leaving out so many factors in this conversation. One has to do with finances. 2 has to do with the strategies, and 3 has to do with the product itself. And the last one would be how the people receive the product. Camidoh cannot tell me that he's liked one thing for over a decade. Yes, he is a human being, and at times he would want to explore new stuff. He would want to explore new products, even of the same commodity. He will still want to explore new products. That's how humans behave. It is not automatic that because it is coming from you, whenever it drops, they should like it. Come on, even the top artists all around the world, there are certain songs from their quarters that did not make the same hit as what people know them of. So the fact that this did not hit the level of Sugarcane or how you are expecting doesn't mean that your people did a bad promotion for you. And he's saying he's putting the pressure on his team.
On his team, yeah. Well, he thinks they are supposed to do the walking around, make sure everybody has gotten the song, and make sure that they are playing it.
Then
so he can confirm that they didn't do that.
And you see, that is where
that's what he's saying.
That is where I think it's unfortunate. Then he, as an artist, even being in the same camp, is not privy to so many conversations. Because as far as me, I am concerned, I have even received promo materials for Kaba. And I don't think Camidoh even knows me directly to say, oh yeah, they need promo materials.
When you got it, was it daylight or
daylight? As in how?
Okay, continue. I'll ask again.
So you see, I am not sure Camidoh even knows me directly to say that, oh, I am aware my promotional stuff has been given to you. You understand? He's not even, and same way he doesn't know so many people in which, and it was the same process which the management used in promoting Sugarcane.
Okay.
When Sugarcane dropped, George Breton and all the team members were in people's DMs, and it is still the same thing when they released Kaba. It was the same strategy. However, there are certain things that may not be as huge as Sugarcane in terms of even the financial push. And if he understands music business, he should understand if this particular song doesn't
not flying.
Did not get the same financial push like Sugarcane. If he really understands music business, he should understand the reason why. Because it's a simple business. It means that probably the money that was pushed in making Sugarcane a success have not been plowed back, have not been gotten back. So there is no way they can push that same amount into another product. Especially when maybe in comparing the two products, you would say, okay, this one may not be as strong as Sugarcane. You get it? So I don't think he's being fair to the team. He's not.
So you think it is because of money?
That is also a factor. Because if we should put George Breton here now to ask him the amount of money,
let's get this right.
Okay.
Camidoh's kind of business, is it an independent or a label kind of business?
Okay, so I think he has partnership. So George Breton, yes.
So take your time. So now this is where he thinks that my people are not doing something right, because he said money. That's what I'm saying. Okay, even if it was money, that money was supposed to go into it, and the money did not go. What does it mean? It means the team.
Yes, and you see, if you want to hold the neck of the team, then if left to you alone,
their boss.
Left to you alone, would you have been able to hit that success they gave you with Sugarcane? It's also another level. You see, there are certain artists that their songs can become bigger than them. And unfortunately, I can say Camidoh is one of them. Sugarcane remix song is bigger, it's bigger than Camidoh itself. That is the unfortunate part. So even in music business, I can tell you that some people may have a monster hit, but people wouldn't want to pay certain amounts even to book them for shows. And all these things are contributing factors. So I think he should just relax with the team. Maybe he should get more insight before he starts pointing accusing fingers at them, especially in public. Because probably there may be certain things that he will be doing that he, as an artist, may not be aware. Same way they can also say, okay, you also did not give us the product as huge as sugarcane, so we didn't see the need to push that same amount that we pushed in sugarcane.
Hit nasa.
Hit and sign and sign. The hit and sign. Ebi wo. He just has to know like what his people want. That's all.
Okay, Koyi the worker said what hard.
That's
I've worked hard.
Yes, hard
tears,
work.
blood, and sweat.
And sweat and sleepless nights.
But Uncle Ye any day.
It is the team. It is very unfortunate. Forgetting that he is also part of the team.
Interesting times. As it stands now, I want us to go straight to Kumasi. There is a big story coming from Kumasi, of course. Chebo's people are there. So we have to deal with them. Oyerepa, our people there. Richie, give me the National Media Commission story. Give me the National Media Commission story. Let me read what that story says and ask some questions around it. Now, this is the story. It says, you don't have authority to compel anyone to appear on your program. You don't have authority to compel anyone to appear on your program. NMC, that is the National Media Commission to Oyerepa FM's antenna. Now the story. The National Media Commission, NMC, has asserted that Oyerepa FM or TV, particularly its program host, known as Antenna, lacks the authority to coerce individuals into participating in their programs without consent. According to a report by graphic.com.gh, the decision comes in response to a complaint filed by Daniel Japani, head of the Dentra Aguna Kwajom Abusia of Junkwa family in the central region against Oyerepa FM/TV. The controversy arose from an episode of the social issues program Oyerepa Futu aired on April 25th, 2023. During this episode, guests, hosts, and panel members made unguided and derogatory comments about Daniel Japani in relation to a case involving a missing dead body at the mortuary. In a settlement committee meeting, the NMC found that Oyerepa had erred by allowing participants to assume the role of judges in a family matter. The NMC directed the media house to refrain from compelling individuals to appear on their program without obtaining consent from all involved parties. If a party is unwilling to participate, the program should be halted immediately, but not to continue. While acknowledging the program's entertainment value and its role in issue resolution, the NMC emphasized the importance of providing fair hearing to all parties. The commission highlighted that the parties are not legally obligated to submit to the host and urged the station to avoid intimidation, threats, or disregarding due process when participants decline involvement. And I'm sure that is what it is here for us to continue. Do we have more? Or this like a press NMC determines complaint by Daniel Japani, head of family, Dentra Aguna Kwajom Abusia. Okay, I'm sure that is another summary of this whole story. Has the NMC kept long in getting into this issue? Roland, let me start with you on this.
That's too long. And even
too long.
And even with this, it will still not solve anything.
What will not solve anything?
This particular statement that they.
Oh, a bit now there. If you are lucky to chance on this information, it means that obi call no kobo di no amoni ye na e fell down so pa unko obi antimi nya ohwe, because at a point I'm sure most of the people from these smaller towns, they even felt that hey, your friend man kwa police go betch me.
Of course. Of course, and they were doing it. You see, this is not the first time somebody has complained about such an act. That's my own. This is not
complaint
the
to who?
Complaint to the NMC. They've been seeing it.
Oh. they've been saying it on social media. No. Complaint. There is official complaint and there is unofficial complaint. I'm sure. As we sit here, say so to be and so tired. They be in the toilet. Money good. Got that in there. Bon. Near Tiana is a complaint. But if we move, we go to maybe the assembly. We go to this. We go to that. The next time they'll move into action to make sure there's a solution.
That same like if somebody comes to even allege on a national media platform that somebody has committed a crime, the Ghana police can, with their own discretion, decide to take the case on.
How would they hear it? If they hear it.
Exactly. So yes, the National Media Commission saying
how would they hear it is the problem. That's what I'm saying. Maybe someone will go and tell, you can't already say.
No, what I mean is that when these videos fly on social media each and every day.
Very well.
And it is not as if the National Media Commission don't see it. They see them. They cannot tell me that they don't see it. Unless they don't have social media pages or they don't have social media, which also would be very absurd.
Absurd, yeah.
Unless they tell me they don't see it. But I mean, so many crimes have been committed on our media spaces as we speak. And the Media Commission is like until something serious happens before they will come and write a letter to come and take funds. Where fans number there, they didn't come to do anything. They didn't come to do anything because, as far as I'm concerned, somebody can allege that somebody is committing a crime or has committed a crime, and the police service discretion, they can decide to take the case on whether there is an official complaint or not. If not, Ankobi nkosi atwetwe e wo lawyer kwemu ma yenkoche no. Obi nkosi atwetwe wo obi ankoye we o. Obi anko file official complaint.
No, there was the police security cameras around.
Exactly.
And it captured him.
And it went viral on social media.
Because there is a monitoring
exactly
system there.
Medikal, it wasn't the police camera that captured him. It was on one they tried to social media. Social media. Nobody went to lodge an official complaint. Yet, per their own discretion, in order to sieve or sanitize the system, they decided to take it on. You understand? They decided to take it on. So, per this whole narration, I feel so much. And this, in pulling out this statement, I would wish said they would even add certain, your friend said, penalties to it.
To who?
To, if you think said you're more and yeah. Yes, aside the caution, let them feel said you're more and yeah. Give them some form of penalty which will deter them. Else, like you said, there are some people who are ignorant about this. The people who are real, your friends, victims of this particular crime will never see this letter. They will not even hear it because Oyerepa will not go and read this on their platform. They will not do it. They won't do it. There have been certain instances where I think certain chiefs, even the Ashanti region, decided station some time ago. Didn't the Media Commission hear about this particular news? What did they do about it? What did they do about it? Under normal circumstances, and can we put a threat to press freedom? Yet they kept quiet.
No, but if you are going there, then I have to stop you. They didn't tell them to stop operating. They advised them.
Yes.
And then they obeyed. It wasn't by force.
That's what I mean. So that's what I'm saying.
It wasn't by
if
force.
If it is going to come, and this particular statement I'm seeing is also in the form of advice.
Yeah.
In the advice, if you told you had the bama me pa na me de me fa. So I was saying before, but if you told someone far, people will still continue to suffer. And are we going to sit down and still be giving advice for people to also find themselves in some of these situations? If you think it is not fair, why don't you put measures in place to curb some of these things, but rather continue to give advice? Is it the first time the Media Commission is giving advice? No. Advice, especially on this particular a similar issue. And the thing is still happening. So what advice again do you want to give? Advice, baby, because the people that you are advising, the victims don't hear it. The people who you think are doing something wrong are also not taking your advice. And my advice inside, it's a make a side statement. Me, I don't see it coming to solve anything, because tomorrow we will wake up and we will still see another person on the same platform making the regulatory statements, and these are not statements that should not, under normal circumstances, should be allowed on a media platform. But it is becoming a norm. It is becoming a norm. So the media commission will sit down. Now the whole media landscape has even changed to the extent that certain statements and radio, so TV, so cry, norm because some of these things they are done advice. And you be can 7 answers or come radio so on TV so yes we will come and advise you, refrain from it, retract. The person will not retract, but still life goes on. Then certain people will be suffering. Artists or the media term in our office and artists or media term in our office and and could be the regulatory statement be against certain artists. And a media commissioner and now say the same media platform actually also even after advising them to refrain from it. And people will learn sense in this country.
Yeah. Interesting. I will disagree with some of the Roland's comments, yes, but here is the thing. In this world that we live in, each one for himself. For those who are religious people, will say God for us all. Yes. If you are a fool, or if you are stupid, you will suffer for it. And unfortunately, if you are also ignorant of what is happening within your vicinity or whatever, you will suffer for it. So for those who are suffering from it, they will continue to suffer for it because they don't know. And for those who are taking advantage of them, it's within their rights. So you can say they are evil. They are just taking advantage of ignorant people, but you can't do anything to them. That's why media commission can only advise them. They can't even take them on in a legal way. Because by law, we know that nobody can force you to go to that radio station, regardless of the threat that they will give you.
But some people don't know that.
Yes, exactly. They don't know. So they are ignorant. And these media houses or the media houses just taking advantage of it. Because me too, have watched them where someone was even shouting them. He said that one need them a man come as a make catch a phone on our tomami. Then the woman went quiet. Also, what frames them in come as a make can we make cattle be a phone on our tomami. Then she went quiet. Like, yes, because a Nipan on the right. He has decided to play along. And this is what a man means to do on also there. Obe go agro. And our friends say cattle program I say. So you will be forced to now follow his lead. So is the media commission can advise. I think the best way they can do is that they will also come out with a program to advise people that nobody can force you to be on a platform that you don't want to be in. In fact, the best thing is to take it to court. I remember they called a police officer like that, and then they were saying that the police officer should compensate a lady that he was living with, more like a divorce kind of thing. And then the police officer said that, but you know where we do some of these things, or are you a judge? Do you think you have right to demand money from me to give it to the person? Now, why quiet? And also, do you know where we settle some of these things? Advise your guests or whoever is in your studio to take that route. So for those who know their right, who know what is happening, they can't use that thing on them. Unfortunately, they are using it on ignorant people or vulnerable people, if I should put it that way. But you can't do anything about it. Those people should know better, that's all. So if you think that what they are doing is not right and you want to help people, you should rather be advising those who are going there with their issues or the people that they are calling. And then if they go beyond what they are supposed to do, the person can sue. So you can also get lawyers on standby. If you think that they are going wrong, sue them. If it happens 1, 2, they will stop. They are just taking advantage of the system that is so porous and nobody can do anything to them. So for me, I think what they are doing is not right. Yes, I've watched some of the things and the way they go about it is so wrong. But you can't do anything about it. Me, nobody closer to me or around me will be a victim. It won't happen. It won't happen. Nobody around me or closer to me will be a victim of what they do. It won't happen. So that's life for you. I mean, life is hard, and people will take advantage of you if they think that you are vulnerable, stupid, or ignorant. That is how life is, including even our own religious leaders. They take advantage of their members all the time. It's everywhere. It's not only about these people, but so it's a moral issue. If you go that direction, yes, I think Oyerepa people are not doing something right, because they will say something in a way that if you don't go, you are in big trouble. Yes. You are in big trouble. The way they will go about it, and most of the people coming there, they come from the rural areas, small towns around. Yes, and almost so they will go. So me, I think morally it's not right, but legally you can't do much unless they go beyond what they are supposed to do. Then you can take them to court or something like that. With the Ashanti chiefs, they never said that they should stop. They said that it will be better they don't do it, because some people may attack them on behalf of Ashanti Kingdom. So they should stop. They didn't tell them that by all means you have to stop. Okay. So they just listened to the advice and knew that it will be better. Like the way the Ghana people said that nobody should open their offices, their shops or whatever during the funeral period. Some people did, and we know what happened. It's not legal, but some people also took the law into their own hands, went in there, spoiled a lot of things, vandalized shops and all that. So if you have done something in Ashanti region and the chiefs are telling you that it's better you stop because things may not go your favor and you don't want to listen, you can go ahead and do it, and let's see what will happen to you. I think they are taking advantage of the vulnerable in the system and NMC. I think the best way is for them to also launch a campaign to advise people how to go about some of these things. It will reduce it a bit, because ignorant, stupid people will always be with us, and they will always be at the mercies of people's benevolent or trying to do good. And we won't get everybody doing the right thing. So we will have to live with it. That's how the world is.
Well, anyways, it looks good at the moment. Let's see if we can do this very last one before we run away from here. Now, Medikal, rapper Medikal is talking, and I want us to pay attention to the details in what he's saying. Medikal says the industry and the media should applaud rappers in the country for creating the Ghanaian drill spot in the Grammy category. That alone is a very big achievement for our music industry, but it is not talked about enough. We have created a chance for this generation and beyond. What Medikal is saying is that in the media space now, anytime when we come on radio and on TV, we should applaud rappers. It is because of you. That is how Ghana got mentioned in the Grammy nominations definitions. I've said it right. Ghana got mentioned in the Grammy nominations definitions. The Ghanaian drill, hip life, high life, and those things. He says it is because of Ghanaian rappers. That's how come we were mentioned in there. Because of that, Medikal says they deserve some applause. Bro, did he say something wrong?
Perhaps I mean, he did not say anything wrong, but I don't agree with him.
Oh,
yeah.
He did not say something wrong, but I don't agree.
These are statements. No, these are statements that
you guys are wicked.
No. These are statements that you say individually to pamper yourself. To make you yes, to make you feel good. To make yourself feel good. Because I think the media and the whole industry that he's calling to give them flowers are doing it. It is not some. Then I am surprised he is not seeing it, because if their efforts in the rap game or in the whole music fraternity is not being recognized, then there will not be any award schemes even for that matter. Because as far as I'm concerned, there's the best rap performance in BGME. There's the best rapper category in almost all the music awards, including the small ones and the regional ones that are even emerging. So these are a very evidence that yes, your efforts have been noticed and people are working towards giving you guys your flowers. And now it has even transcended internationally. Because it is out of these best rap performances, best rapper of the year, that has even added value to some of the things that they are doing, aside they getting that international recognition or the international appeal. These are things that also add value to what they are doing. So if he's still calling the media and the whole industry to still give them flowers, then the flowers, you have it already. People are enjoying your songs. It is another form of giving you flowers. People are awarding you for putting up best rap performances and best or you being a best rapper. These are form of even nominations is an accolade enough. So what performance again? Then if we clap for the rappers, then we should clap for the high lifers.
What have they done?
Because high lifers is also it's also part of the definition. Yes, it's also part of the definition. So all these, then we will clap, then we should clap for ourselves too, because we also said things that help the conversation in this particular instance. Then we should all clap for ourselves because we've done well. Like I said, he's not saying anything wrong, but it is something that individually you can just say to yourself and feel good. But as to whether to call out the industry and the media to come and give you some form of special flowers, it will only be if you are the originator of a certain movement. If you are the originator of a certain movement, or like something so huge aside what the industry is doing now. Until then, I think the media and the whole industry is doing it, listening to your songs, giving you awards, streaming your product and all that, giving you all these endorsement deals. They are doing it because you are a rapper. They are doing it because you are a rapper. So what else? Sarkodie will ask, what else does Medikal want us to do for him? Maybe he should be clear enough. This is a very blanket statement, and maybe he should be clear enough and say, okay, I want this, I want that. Then we would know that, okay, aside streaming your songs, giving you an award, this is what you also want on top. Then maybe we will consider whether it is worth giving to you or not.
Okay, Chamo, let's wrap up.
Yeah, so Agama Liza that fall from a huge Iroko tree says if no one praises him,
He will praise
he will praise himself. I think Medikal is just praising himself. He's using Agama Liza.
Medikal some time ago saved Ghana rap too. Saying Medikal, he saved Ghana rap some time ago.
I mean, I think he's using Agama Liza's approach. I mean, he's praising himself, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I disagree with his approach. In fact, if there's anybody that or a group of people that we should praise, it should rather be the consumers, those who listen to your song, who appreciate your song for it to get a meaning, for you to even have a value. Because without the audience, you are nobody. You are just a rapper, and you can only do it in your room. If you bring it outside and nobody is accepting it, what is the meaning of it? It's nothing. So if we have to praise anybody at all, it should be the audience or the consumers, those who are appreciating your work. They should rather get the praises. If there's any recognition at all, it should go to the consumers. The consumers now making meaning of what you are doing. That's why they even want to award you for it or mention you in any way. There are some people who are doing hip concert, hip whatever, and they are not getting the kind of appreciation that you are getting from rap. So you can't just come out and say that we should give you a special thanks or a special award because it's because of you that they are mentioning it. No, it's because of the consumers appreciating your job. That's why it will even get that kind of recognition in the first place. So yes, I think there's nothing wrong for him to praise himself, but he got but that's where it will end. I mean, it will not go far from that, and I disagree with him to go that direction. But hey, it's Medikal. In fact, it's part of the rap game. You have to, sometimes you have to let people know that you still there and you can do things. And I think he's doing that.
No, but let's take what he said into context. Really and truly, the rap they did with the drill thing, and Medikal at every point in time he says he's one of the pioneers of drill music.
It's true.
Why are we not giving it to them? Because some time ago they were holding down the music industry thanks to the combination of powers in the Kumasi, Kumerika movement, Asaka, and all those days. They did it before.
Yes.
In fact, they gave the name that they made the drill name popular in Ghana music.
But the huge appreciation to that particular effort is not even the mentioning in Grammys. It's that the huge appreciation of that particular effort is people putting premium on you to say that we want to pay you for you to come and do what you are doing here for us to
in fact, he's been enjoying the appreciation.
Yes.
He's been making good money from it. In fact, the last time he was on UTV, he said that at this time he charges 50K per show or something.
Oh no, Medikal
something like that. So if you are if people are willing to pay you huge amount for your craft, what kind of appreciation do you need again? I think he's getting it. Maybe he's just praising himself. Agama Lizard's approach, and we will take it as such, and nothing more.
For his work, there nobody is downplaying his work and efforts. Same way the appreciation that he's demanding for me, I think he's already getting it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure we have to end it here for today's edition of Showbiz Daily live on Sammy Flex TV. Thanks for being a part of it. You've listened to various and different views on the topics. Yours can also be added. It is not to insult anybody. Just as everybody's turn came and they spoke, you can also have your turn in the comment section and write what you think, your thoughts about the issues. Unfortunately, you cannot use a voice note or a video. You can only use text. So go ahead, do that. And if you loved the show, subscribe to us and recommend this channel to other people to also enjoy quality showbiz information here. Special thanks to Camidoh Solomon for his appearance second day in the week. Roland to same, right? Second day in the week, and it goes on like that. We will surely be back again tomorrow here on the same channel, Sammy Flex TV. And another thanks to Digital Rasta Currency, who is on camera, and to Richie Flex, who is the editor-director of the show. Until then, be good, because we are always good. Shalom.